It's all about me.
It's an Aries full moon. It's about me.
It's about me.
No, it's me.
It's about me. Okay, it's all about you. It's all about you.
And you.
And you.
And you out there, whoever joins us.
So if you are here with us on this beautiful Aries full moon, let us know you're here.
Send us a sign.
Whether you're here with us live or on the replay.
Or dead. There's many spirits around.
Okay, that's probably the next full moon that we'll really be talking about the thinning of the veils. Yes. Right now, Aries full moon is so much about being embodied here on this earth in these bodies. And so I just want to say thank you to this body for bringing me here. And thank you to you who are in a body out there watching this live, watching us on the replay.
Watching us have fun.
Seeing us be a little silly, because that really is the Aries energy, that we get to be uniquely who we are. And so this ritual is really all about claiming your sovereignty, your right to choose, and your right to be you in the unique way that you show up in your unique body with your unique thoughts and ideas. And so Madeline had pulled a card about this, and I want to hear more about what you had to say about that.
Well, the card I pulled, it happened to be the Two of Wheels. Now, the wheels on my tarot deck represent the material world. And that's because I didn't think that coins were a good representation of the material world, but pizzas or wheels are.
Wheels. It's like the vehicle of life. When you said that, I was like, wheels are totally the representation of the material world, because we're always rolling through life, whether we're driving our cars or our bicycles or just
merrily rowing along,
rowing your boat, rolling through life, cycling through the seasons, circle of life, all of those beautiful things. So continue.
So what it is when you have the oneness, the holy oneness, which is Qatar on the tree of life. It's the Qatar means crown. It's the singleness of the Holy One. And Pisces, in a sense, is where we're merged with the Holy One. So we just are part of this infinite beingness. And what happens is infinite being suddenly wants to create the perfect mirror and say, I don't want to just be being, I want to see something different than me, and creates one and other and opposite being, and goes
opposite but the same. But when you were talking about the oneness, I had this really cool visual of the halo, and I had a really interesting epiphany around this Aries energy and how Aries really sees everything as all about me, all about being me. And when you were expressing it with the halo, see if I can get it to come through in words, but it was it was like Aries is saying, I am, and it's so exciting that I just have to tell everyone all about me and how I am. And sometimes that can manifest in our blind human states as not being able to see the other's perspective and right now we're in Libra season. That's all about beauty and balance in terms of where the sun is at. And so the full moon is always opposite, right?
And so it's about that opposite that's created. And what happens when you see something that isn't you, that isn't yours, that isn't what you see within you as what you are? It creates desire. And so it's that, because it's the two, it recognizes it is no longer one. It is no longer I'm me and I'm all of you at the same time. It is, oh, I'm alone. I really want something outside myself. And so that's what the whole two is about. And so in Aries, being the first born sign of the zodiac year, it's recognizing that it is one, but it's lonely. It needs, it desires something outside itself. And so this time in the natural new year, in many indigenous cultures, this is the new year because it's the harvest, and then the next time is again going inward. And so it's like this special time where we look and say, what are we going to create? What am I going to create?
And maybe
what
you can come along with me.
Create? Because this is when you figure it out.
And I just, like, the fire is just calling me to come into the circle now, because Aries is a fire sign, and Aries, as Madeline said, is the start, the advent of the astrological calendar. And so when the sun is in Aries, is the solar new year. And every time the moon is in Aries, it's that start of the astrological cycle. So having the full moon in Aries fully, and I don't know who saw this is another one of those super
It is
full
a super
moons.
moon. It's the last.
And I don't know if anyone saw it, but I saw the full moon with the clouds, and it was like felt closer even with the clouds around it. You know, sometimes the clouds feel like they get in the way, but it was like the perfect thin clouds revealing the moon, and the moon was just really saying, I am in all my glory, fully expressed. And so Aries is like this spark to your desire. It's the spark of desire, like Madeline was saying. And we really wanted to invite you to really touch in with your greatest desire in life in our ritual today. And drop it in the comments if you don't mind sharing, so we can all hold those desires together. And if you're not really sure how to express that desire because you've maybe even kind of hidden it from yourself, then this ritual today is especially for you to really activate that deep held desire. So we're going to bring in the elements.
The burning, that's why they say it's a burning desire. In order to manifest something, you have to have a burning desire for it. And so you have the fire here.
Yes, the fire of the candle, which I've been actually burning a fire at night where I've been staying. There's a wood stove, and there's something so evocative about feeding the fire. So I just want to invite in that image that you have a fire in your heart that is your passion, your desire, your passion for life, your craving to connect with others, your craving maybe to connect more deeply with yourself even. And so I really invite you at this time of the Aries full moon to visualize the fire at your heart being stoked by the inspiration, which can be activated if you're not feeling inspired by the breath. That's why that word inspire means to breathe.
To be breathed into, actually, by spirit.
Yes.
Because it's taking in spirit in your breath.
So we talked a little bit about fire. Let's bring in the water and talk about that as well.
Now this, as I've shown before, is holy water that has been is in the silver bowl, which represents the moon and the lunar energy. But the water itself has been blessed by the light of the morning sun. And the stones within this water are stones that I collected on the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Mediterranean, and the Caribbean seas, and also around Ashland. And also I probably picked up some in Berkeley, which are the two places where I've collected stones. So they represent the four seas and my own local places. And you probably have stones that you can collect in your local places that will have meaning.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get more into the meaning of the different stones that they can have for you later. Mm-hmm. And we to place the water above the fire, because when water is blessed by fire, it dances.
Yes, and we all know that when water is over fire, it boils and creates steam. And so I wanted to offer you all, in honor of this activation of the Aries full moon, to tune in, like I said before, to your greatest desire in life. And then recognize if there's something within you or without you that seems to block you from that desire. And we're going to do a Taoist alchemy meditation to really alchemize whatever might be getting in the way of that. Over here now, our little demonstration pieces.
And one thing, again, with this that Kira's doing is, if you have water that's been blessed by the rising sun, put it in a bowl. If not, get water that you can bring to this meditation and to your own meditation, either now or on your own after this, that you will then put out to be blessed by the full moon, and so grow into a manifestation of your desire.
Yes. And you can use a glass of water that you drink, or you can use a bowl of water with stones like Madeline has. And at the same time, this meditation that I'm here to offer is really about connecting to these elements of fire and water within you, because we as humans carry all of the elements. And so we are beings of water, and we are electrical beings with electrical energy flowing through us all the time, through all of our body actions and systems. And so this meditation I'm about to share is really about tuning into the water inside. But before we go there, I do invite you, if you have a glass or a bottle or a bowl of water nearby, to take a moment to speak your desires into this glass. And I actually hadn't thought about, we didn't plan this very far in advance.
Yeah, we
so
just
I
winged
hadn't
it.
actually thought about what I would say, but I'm going to invite that Madeline and I will speak desires out loud that comes through our hearts. And I invite you all, whether you're here live or on the replay, to drop a desire in the chat if you feel so called. Let's just take 3 breaths in silence to really connect to the heart and connect to the water element within and connect to that fire, that spark of desire at the center of your heart, and speak whatever that desire is that comes from the center of your heart into the water. I desire to travel the world in like the fun and fancy free, footloose, laughing and playing with sunshine at my face, splashing in waves and rivers and streams, connecting to the elements of fire and water in their natural state of being.
I desire health and energy, and I desire to go to New York and visit my granddaughter and have a lot of fun with her and go to museums. And I desire to create and share all the gifts I have, and to continue to create poetry, and to continue to create a business that is sustaining and lasting and actually goes on to my children, because I desire to not have my energy end when I end, but to have my energy and love continue to serve them and to be there with them. And I desire a legacy, because I'm 81. I'm ready to, look towards what I'm leaving and what I want to leave in the world. And I desire to leave in the world my heart, my passion, in whatever form that it can express itself in.
I love all of that. I desire to make an impact greater than I can with my own hands. And I desire to leave my personal individual imprint in words, in books, in poetry, and in these videos. What an amazing way to be able to do all of that by connecting with all of you
and
here.
to travel with friends. That's another desire. To be able to share this amazing, unbelievably amazing gift of co-creating with Kira.
Yes. So drop your desires, and then I invite.
Don't drop your desires, but
pick them in. Put them in.
Up,
don't drop
save them, hold them, but write them down.
Express them, speak them, write them in the comments if you feel so called.
Yeah.
And I invite you to really tune in to if there's anything that maybe is stopping you from fully believing that you have a right to claim these desires as your own, that you have the capability to walk with these desires and express them fully through your form. Yeah. Sometimes they come in the form of other people telling you you can't. Sometimes it comes in the form of life circumstances that you don't know how to change. Sometimes they come in the form of self-doubt and fear. And so whatever that is, we're going to percolate it out and distill your desire into its rarefied form that you can hold in your heart and walk through your life with. And so imagining, I'm going to take one more sip of water. Imagining that desire as a spark at the center of your heart. Breathe life into it. Receive the breath of life into it as if you're being breathed by something greater. See how that spark begins to grow. Stoke your fire of desire with that vision of what it looks like, what it feels like. Who is it for? Who will it touch? How will it change you? And when you can feel that fire of desire catching flame, burning brighter, take another deeper breath and feel that you can channel that desire from your heart down into the core of your belly, putting that fire underneath your water of creation, that space that is your womb, if you're a woman, or just that womb space, the hara, the core of creative power, regardless of your body. That fire of desire is underneath the water that your creation is birthed in. And anything that you have been carrying that is yours or not yours, that is in the way of fully manifesting this desire, of that full Aries, fiery, fire starter energy bursting through you in full creative power, is dissolving into steam, percolating through you and being transmuted into pure healing energy, pure energy of creation, individuating, distilling into your individuation of being, that it may be expressed through you in its pure form, and that you can really feel worthy of expressing that desire and of receiving the full benefits of this, of everything that you offer in this life. Breathe into that feeling. Allow it to percolate through you, being steamed clean from the inside. Feel it growing you into more of who you truly are, who you came here to be. And that's the calling you forth. Feel yourself stepping into that higher calling to be more of who you are meant to be. Answer the calling. And slowly coming back into the space, into the room.
That was so lovely, Kira. I just felt my whole tingly through my whole being and in my hands when you did that.
It was so beautiful.
Just lovely.
I'm still feeling that, and I'm really, it's such a blessing.
It's very powerful.
So allow this meditation to continue to percolate through you, and really touch all of your creations. Whatever it is that you're creating for yourself, for your loved ones, for your life, it's right here in your hands. I feel like inviting you to take the energy of this meditation and bless yourself as if you could bless yourself at a crystal spring, blessing yourself with the steam.
And know that we're all creators. We're born to create. We're born to share our own unique creative gifts. We're told sometimes, oh, you're not an artist. You're not a musician. We all are artists and dancers and musicians. We're born with this within us. And sometimes, even if your legs can't work or your back can't work or something isn't working, maybe your hands can work or your spirit can dance. We are all more creative than we know. And just let yourself feel that power that you have.
Thank you for that. Yes. So we had one more piece of this ritual today, which is to share with all of you, again, this beautiful bowl of stones that Madeline has. And you are invited, if you are a woman capable of traveling here into our space, into our wild wisdom temple here in Ashland, Oregon, you are invited to join us in the flesh here to experience a transformational one day mini healing, ritual healing retreat. And one of the things that we'll be doing is to read stones. One of the things that Madeline and I love to do together, she's been a stone reader for a long time. And I also am drawn to stones. Stones are like little grandpas. They carry wisdom. And so I have utilized stones in many of my personal healing journeys. And Madeline has a unique way of reading stones. And so we wanted to do a little stone reading demo for you and let you know that if you are able to come and be with us live, we'll be doing a really in-depth stone reading practice, as well as many other fun, playful, and deep exercises to help you connect to your unique medicine and bring it through your unique way.
And I also want to say another thing is that a lot of people think to be spiritual is to be very serious and profound. And a lot of probably one of the most spiritual people I know is a Native American elder, and we just laugh and laugh together. And he was just here today, and we were laughing about that. And he said, well, laughter is the best medicine. And so
if you missed our little playful start to this video, after we're done here, go back and watch it, because today we really got a lot of energy going from laughing and playing. And you're just so encouraged to connect to that. And that's the Aries energy, right? It's that baby toddler energy. Mine, me. Give it to me. I want it. It's all about me.
It's mine.
So I'm going to, with that in mind, I'm going to choose my stone. And I'm not going to show you. No, I'm just kidding. I am going to show you. And this stone has a flat side, and then it has a bumpy side. And when I look at the flat side, I see a dancer. And so I feel like this stone came to me to encourage me to look for hidden things and to dance and play. And I know that Madeline's going to see something completely different in this stone because we all connect in our own way. And there's a feeling, of something ephemeral. I'm feeling called once again into a personal vision quest through touching this stone, which is a very interesting feeling.
Yeah, I see the dancer, and it also immediately looked like a river to me. And so the combination of water and dance is so powerful because water is a dancing
Oh, the energy of water is very dancing. And I love how you're reminding me how you said when you put fire underwater, she dances.
Yes.
And so it's kind of bringing that back in as well.
And then the back side of it is very interesting because it kind of looks to me almost like an animal face, maybe the face of a, not sure what kind of animal it is, but it looks like a face because I see the eyes and the nose and the mouth. Maybe it's a rabbit face, only the ears aren't sticking up but are down. It also, though, kind of looks like a pregnant belly right there. And so I feel like it's about that. You know, rabbit is one of the symbols that the Chinese see in the moon. And so it really does seem to relate to the new moon because it has these little, see those little rabbit-shaped eyes there. And I almost could see an ear going back that way.
And the rabbit is all about abundance, right? The rabbit,
it's hard to see in here.
Yeah, the rabbit is a little bit hard to see, but it is there. And like you said, the rabbit energy, the rabbit in the moon is very strong. And then the rabbit as a symbol of abundance. And so I feel like dancing is also water, dancing are also symbols of abundance. And so
creating.
It feels like a really auspicious sign in terms of what Madeline and I are creating together and the opportunity that you all have to create alongside us, both in the spiritual ritual space and with our new paradigm of business that we're working with together with the living water. And we're not going to go too much into all of that. But if you want to hear more about the retreat where you can come and experience our energy more deeply
and even
hands-on healing, self-healing practices, water, the living water that we will have available for you to drink, and the amazing activation that happens when we get together and play with the energies. We'd love to invite you. And I was just realizing I should probably make a link.
And we are fire and water.
And we are fire and water.
Because she's a Cancer and I'm a Leo.
And I'm mostly fire underwater anyways.
And I have a Scorpio moon, so it makes it water too.
So thank you all for joining us, and comment wisdom if you want to hear more about the Wild Wisdom mini retreat here in Oregon. And if you want more of what we have to offer in the virtual realm, then comment virtual below, and we'll work on some offerings for you that way as well,
Yeah,
because I know maybe
definitely
not
we
all of
can.
you can come here to Ashland and
We
be
can
with
create
us.
a virtual event as well if we get enough interest for it.
Absolutely.
And we always, by the way, we always send deepest love. Always.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, I think so. Oh, so if you want to come to our live retreat, it's on October 28th. It's a full day. And we can also, if you're traveling from afar, we can also set you up with other local activities so that you can make a whole adventure out of it. We have
and places to stay.
and places
we have
to
information
stay.
on.
Yes,
And
all of that. And we will see you again, maybe at the new moon. I think we might do a new moon this month.
whoa, that'll be fun.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll see you at the new moon. And until then, keep on shining, keep on connecting to that inner fire and percolate it through you. Be reborn each and every day into the most authentic version of you. That's what I want to see, anyways. Because it's all about me.
No, it's me.
And you. Love you all.
Yes,
Keep
love.
coming back, and we'll see you next time.
And have fun.